someone here's been asking for this for a very long time. Don't worry. I saw you, and I am not sure if we're going to be regretting this one today, but we are using a full fish team. So basically like mono water. So let's just hope that this will work out. Alright. So yeah, as you know today, we're using a fish team. We got the banana fish. We got Garlash. We got an orca. I think it's a fish. I can't really freaking see it. A leviathan fish. A shark fish. Luminami. And a spinefish. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, we're going to be using a full fish team, which is basically just mono water. Basically meaning that if we fight anything that knows deep freeze, we're kind of screwed. But it's okay. One dredge, we low-key just win the game. I just have to get enough damage on the freaking Harv, so I might just lead with Doku, try to Icicle Trap. That honestly does not seem like a bad idea. I bring Lumi, I do this, and then I can bring Leviatros in for the late game sweep, because genuinely, they don't have too many good options for water. They got Samarine and Terradescent, one of which I can hit super effectively, so we'll just be having to kill the Samarine, which is why when they bring Samarine to full water types. That's a good idea, good point. I'm so smart. Alright, I'm also eating, almost. Yes, I am. That was really weird to say eating almost, but I am eating. I'm just on my last bite of my food. Ow, that is gloves. You're not just gonna let me kill this, right? Okay. I got Icicle Traps up, and I killed something. That's what you want to see. Why did they... Why did they bring Borealis into this team? Also, yes, I do have Rain Globe Leviatros. I don't care. Alright, see ya. But yeah, people wanted to know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot better. I was in a bit of a slump. I'm definitely getting out of it. Days are definitely feel like they're moving a lot slower for me right now. That might have been one big thing. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I knew it probably was going to take a whole lot to get out of it, but there's just been stuff that's been happening. And I wanted to just talk about it, and that's what I did, and I felt a lot better after that. And I talked with some other people about it, and I've always tried my best to be as honest with everyone as I can, because I feel like honesty is always good. But there was an unfortunate, well, a lot of the time I feel like people don't get to the point where they don't want to hear my problems and stuff, so I end up not telling people, so then I end up bottling it up, and then I think at that point I just snapped. That's when I just snapped. Like, I get self-conscious when I talk about my issues, because people have their own issues, so why do they need to help me get through mine, right? But what if I can't get through my own problems? Then it's like, well, I definitely need help with that. You know, so it gets to a point where I'm not entirely sure what exactly should do in that situation. I feel like friends will always listen to you and try to help you through any problem that they have or you're having if you talk with them, which is what's really great about meeting people, you know? Hardest part being that the meetings I tried to set up just never ended up happening. That's what made a lot of that hard, because a lot of the time if I had issues, I would meet up with friends and talk to them and talk about it. But I feel like at that point, if you're only meeting up with friends to like vent, and I mean, you still have a good time. I kind of leave the venting until like near the very end, so it doesn't last super long. You know, have fun first, and then have the trauma happen at the end. You know, opposite for TV shows, by the way. Please let the traumatic stuff happen like halfway through the season, then at the very end, let everything be okay. You know, I have a question. What types of shows would you guys rather have? Okay, I kind of actually... let me get through that little thing in my head. Which type of shows would you rather have? I completely forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about probably one of my favorite character tropes of all time. And that is Omega busted, super duper strong character with a very, very reasonable limitation. Very reasonable limitation. That makes a lot of sense. And I think that adds a lot of depth to specific characters. Now, there is one character that I've been watching in media as of recent that follows this exact trope. So, yeah, in a show that I've been watching recently, Hazbin Hotel Season 2, I've always been an avid enjoyer of the, like, that universe in general. And I don't know if this is really a spoiler ball, because everyone at this point should know it is, like, public information. But, there was a limitation put on, like, one of the strongest characters, and they're unable to harm a specific type of character in that show, and that basically in a way makes him useless for this specific problem. And I'm not gonna lie, I am entirely down for something like that. I am completely fine if people want to portray characters that way, because in my opinion it just makes sense. Let's be honest, if you're watching a show where in the very first season they introduce the most like cracked out of their like actual crackhead character in the very first season, how do you make the rest of the show any interesting, like any at all interesting or enjoyable? By putting a very, very good limitation. A very good limitation. And that's exactly what the show did. And for a little bit, I was kind of salty. I was like, bruh, I wanted to see, because he's my favorite character. He's voice acted by one of my favorite voice actors of all time, Jeremy Jordan. He voice acted Varian in the Tangled show, which I watched, because, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was very skeptical of the Tangled show, because I remember seeing it on Disney Plus, and I was like, huh, this looks interesting. But I never watched it, because, like, it wasn't Tangled, right? It was not Tangled, and Tangled's a genuine masterpiece of a film. If you have never seen Tangled, just go watch it. But, going back... Ow, bruh! Well, maybe he's scared of, like, Chili Chomp, right? I don't know. That's definitely not what I wanted to happen. Is this thing faster than it? I think it's like 108, right? I can magnify. It'll be fine. That really freaking hurt. Hold on, is Banfino faster than Snagoop? I believe it is. Snagoop is 108. Angelic. Unless it's like Boots, then I'm screwed. But yeah, this in the Tangled show, I was like, this is certainly something that I could decide if I ever even wanted to think about considering maybe watching. So I did, and I watched it and I loved it, and I loved Varian, and I fell in love with Jeremy Jordan's voice at that point because he's a great singer, and just in general, it was a very, very enjoyable show. And then I hear he's voice acting this character in this other series that I was interested in, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I go to watch it, and I just end up loving the character because just genuinely, just genuine fun is what he is. It's a weird thing to talk about because I know that like the series itself is kind of like, can I stop getting crit? I don't want to say that the series itself is quote unquote controversial because it definitely is targeted toward a hyper specific audience and a lot of people that probably know about it. I have seen people get bullied over watching it. Like who freaking cares? Watch whatever the heck you want. Like, genuinely, who cares? If you bully someone over a piece of media, you need to stop. You know the one, Cynthia Revo gif? That's been going around because of what happened. Like, what? I think what happened recently, like Ariana Grande got like attacked by this guy that like crashes stages. You know, this is actually such a good thing for them to driving force into. Does it use two it uses two. That's upsetting. Let's just wave wrecker. Map. Yes, I'm Rain Globe. I will not stop trying to get them to work. But yeah, back on subject, I was very excited for Hazbin Season 2, and I will say that so far it has not disappointed me in terms of, I don't want to say logic, because, I mean, I guess logically, it has definitely disappointed. I can't switch anything in here, so I just have to hope that this kills, which it won't, but hey. It'll do decent damage. But yeah, not gonna lie, the show definitely does not... I think it needs to end. I can't give my takes on Season 2. You can't give your takes on something until it's over, right? It's kind of like watching... It's kind of like going to watch the first half of Stranger Things 5 when that comes out, and then giving your whole opinion on the season, right? You can't do that. You have to wait till the whole thing's out and gather, like, all of your thoughts, everything in your mind, and boom, then you have it. And that'd be the same thing with the show. I think Season 1, when it came out, was initially really cool, but I think it was just new toy syndrome. And then nowadays, I think that Season 1 was pretty lackluster. I think it was very rushed. The ending, of course, was very rushed. And in general, I think the writing was kind of lazy at times. I haven't felt lazy writing yet, though. I know a lot of people can say that the writing is really bad. A lot of the times, the choices that the characters make literally just make sense. It just makes sense, you know? There was one choice of a character, that if you guys know the main character, they've been making some really questionable decisions, but it just makes sense. It really just makes sense. How do I freaking kill this? This is gonna take a while, but I have to get to Yap, like, freaking kill Luminami. But yes. I'm praying this is not the... Wait, is this the last? Yeah, this is. Alright. Well, this is gonna take a while. We're gonna be... We're gonna be wave wrecking for a while. Never mind. I got flinched. Ugh. I am slower, though. I could flash and flee when I get low. I'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, I haven't been hating the new season, in all honesty. Oh my god, the art. Let's go! The RNG. I am shocked they never swapped Luminami in against anything, though. Like, I had so many freaking water types, and they just never sent in Luminami. Guess it like, the thing with Luminami, it doesn't threaten water types, right? Actually, doesn't Luminami have... Thunder Chomp? I thinky pinky. I thinky pinky pie. I think it has Thunder Chomp. Yeah, it does. Who would have guessed? Wait, did I outspeed it or underspeed it? What just happened? Did I make a freaking mistake? I made a mistake. Never mind. Alright. This is better to go for. I'm never gonna be able to kill it. Yep. Okay, we're good. Ow. Well, hey, we did it. The fish team is doing wonders right now. Yeah, dang, the fish team is working pretty well. But yes, what a absolute dub. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna yap a lot more about Hazbin whenever this full show is out, just so I can give my full thoughts on it. Because I remember when the first season came out, I really enjoyed it, but then like looking back on it, meh. You know, it's kind of like murder drones. It's a really good thing. If you know murder drones, you will know what I'm talking about here. Murder drones, when the pilot released, amazing. Actual cinema. But then, when the full show's out, you go back and you're like, this was not as peak as I remembered it being. Because that's kind of just how shows generally end up working. How do I beat the Doku? Dude, this game's gonna be hard carried by Banfano, I'm not gonna lie. Hazards are pointless. They don't do anything in this game. I can lead Doku and then do something, probably. I want to bring this, though. Like, I feel like its Torrential Slash could still prove to be somewhat useful. Like, maybe even its Slapdown as well. No, actually, I'll bring Drudge and just kill the Doku, then we can win the game off rip. Yeah, when Murder Drones first came out, very, very solid pilot. Very, very good pilot. Then the rest of the show came out, and then it's like, wow, the pilot sucks. I wouldn't say the pilot sucks, but in my opinion, it's bottom 2 of the whole show. I'm not gonna lie. I guess if I was to rank all the murder drones, I'd probably rank... I go with, like, the... Episode 1 is... No, episode 2... I will never like episode 2. I could still set it up, but... I don't think there is any way for me to actually enjoy episode 2 of Murder Drones. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I will never like it. It's my least favorite episode. And I go with the pilot, so like episode 1. Then I would go with episode 5. Now I need to go look at all the episodes again to remember them. Episode 5 is like what, Home? I think, yeah, it's Home. Yeah, Home is episode 5. Are we both gonna set up bicycle traps? I'm not going to, I'm just gonna keep hitting you. Let me go look at Murder Drones again. Murder. Can I? Oh, no. Murder Drones. Alright, let's see. I don't want to play it. Nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Quiet. Alright. Okay, yeah. So I go, episode 2 is my least favorite. The pilot is second. Or bottom 2. Episode 5 is up there as well. It's definitely, number 5 is number 6. Then I'm gonna go with episode 4. Episode 6. Episode 3. Episode 7. Episode 8. I feel like that is like the actual perfect ranking of the Murder Drones stuff. Personally, I think that's just perfect. Anyway, we're dealing with an impersonate Moraith. They revealed impersonate kind of early, though. So now I get to just play around it. Which means I can just go into this and click Drudge. Because the Dokomori's dead. Which is what I needed dead for this thing to do well. Alright, sick. But yeah, what kind of indie animated shows do you guys all watch? I'm not gonna lie, I always thought indie animated show just meant an animated show. I am not gonna lie. I did not know it meant independent animation. I learned that yesterday. So I always call things indie animation. But no, 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 I was wrong. But yeah, what kind of shows do you guys like watching? I love, my favorites are animated movies and musicals. Top tier, actually so much fun to watch. I really enjoy them. And if they're an animated musical, I'll probably love it. If it has Jeremy Jordan in it, I will head over heels for it. But yeah, I'm very excited for the conclusion of season 2 of Hazbin to come out, because I think it's just going to be fun. I never really take too much of it seriously, just because... No, I can't really say that. I kind of get obsessed. Is this gonna be Boots? Is this Boots? Is it Boots? I just lose! No, 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 it's... Oh, God, it's Boots. Oh, crap. Okay, how do I want to handle this? I can't. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna hope it's not Boots, because it is, but... Oh! Oh! Wait, is it because, oh, I'm nimble and he's smart? Probably. But yeah, what kind of stuff do you guys like to watch? I just watched the Mario movie again. Oh, speaking of the Mario movie, dude, if those of you saw the Super Mario Galaxy trailer, mwah, let's be honest, mwah. Perfect casting choice for Rosalina, let's be honest. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is going to be genuine cinema, and I'm so excited for that movie to come out. What other movies are coming out? There's what, Zootopia 2 is coming out in like a week, I think? Somewhere around there, something like a week, right? Why is the fish team just popping off? I'm here just yapping about animated shows that I like, and then I'm just here clicking buttons. I knew I would enjoy using the Oculus, so that's why I brought it. Are you trying to bait me out to go for Rogue Assault so you can go into your Moraith? Got a weird feeling you're trying to do that. I should have called it. This is gonna be one of the most entertaining things, breaking through this freaking Samarine. for the entire game. Or are you just gonna go into Samarine now? You know, like impersonate my Wave Wrecker, which is gonna do a little bit of damage, because that's Pokemon Stab. That's crazy how much damage it does. Ow! Goodness gracious. Did some damage. Can I actually beat it? Maybe? Ooh. It is intriguing indeed. Sick. I'm just gonna Gnarly Gash now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna Rogue. I have really no reason not to Rogue Assault. Like, there's actually zero reason to not Rogue Assault. They may be thinking, why would you Rogue Assault here? There's, like, they're gonna go Moraith. Who cares? At this point, they swapped and they should not have done that. They should have just went for the kill on Oculus, or just hoped that something killed. They couldn't have just done anything like that. Like, I had to click the button there. If they had just... If I was thinking about flailing, and then I would have definitely died. So I feel like if they would have stayed in with the Moraith on my flail, it would have been good. Something in me really wants... I'm just gonna Wave Wrecker. I mean, they can't win at this point. Dang, Oculus. Genuine. Did I get 3 battles done already? Goodness gracious. I think this is the guy that actually wanted me to do the fish team. Let me go look. I recognize the name because they follow me, but also showcase suggestions. Is it? No, that's Axolotl Boy. I think Mold that also added into this. Did you want to do a fish team? I swear, everyone's been asking for a fish team. No, genuinely, everyone here is always asking for a fish team. No, it wasn't Mold. It wasn't Mold. I know that Mold asks for stuff. He wants me to do my cat. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but yeah, hopefully everyone had a fun time, because goodness, the fish team actually did do pretty well. And I'm glad that it did, because I did not think it was going to go this well. I thought I was going to fight every single Zulong ever created, but I guess not. But yeah, I hope everyone had a fun time, and I will see everyone later. Adios.